Hi everyone, I'm standing at the beach co-op cleanup, the New Moon cleanup actually, done with H2O BWT, and I'm here with Tony Marcazzini, franchisor of H2O BWT. Hi Tony, how are you?
Good morning, Lauren. All well.
You well? Have you had a good morning?
Yes, we've picked up a lot of plastic and it's been amazing to see. When I arrived here this morning, there was very little plastic to be seen.
Yes.
We've got bags and bags of plastic that's being collected by the guys and the ladies this morning.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And given that H2O BWT, one of the biggest missions is striving towards the well-being of South Africans, obviously through providing clean and purified water, but also while conserving the planet. So why is this kind of collaboration with the Beach Co-op a good fit?
We encourage people to drink water. You have to drink water. Your bodies are 75% water, and but we don't want people to drink water from single-use plastic bottles.
Yep.
So our whole mission is to improve the planet, sip by sip. Our slogan is for you and Planet Blue. We've got to conserve our planet, and the best way to do it is not to use single-use plastic and to get rid of plastic out of people's homes, offices, and places of factories and things like that. So yeah, we're striving to get people, instead of buying bottled water, and rather to purify their water at point of use.
Definitely. And obviously not only is and something that the Beach Co-op works towards, I know, is, you know, not only does plastic it makes everything toxic, everything from the air and the water and the soil which animals eat, and of course it kind of feeds into us, but studies have also shown that the toxic elements which actually leach into our bodies. So, you know, why is it a better idea to be drinking tap water actually, clean and purified than bottled water?
Look, the municipalities are doing a good job in treating the water so that we don't get cholera, typhoid and dysentery.
Yes.
But they're using chemicals, and the water travels a long distance between the reservoir or the water treatment plant and your home, and it's picking up all sorts of chemicals, and that's what puts people off drinking tap water. Is the water doesn't taste nice because it tastes of chlorine, and it's got all sorts of other things in it which are undesirable.
Yes.
So let's remove the chemicals, let's remove the unwanted contaminants, and make the water taste absolutely brilliant in your own home. So in other words, you're setting up your own little water bottling plant in your home. Walk around universities, you'll see the students walking around with their refillable bottles, not single-use bottles, plastic bottles. The students are educated and they understand that they have to preserve the environment. So they leave home with their refillable bottle, and these bottles come in double-walled stainless steel, and they keep the water nice and cold for 18 to 24 hours.
Amazing.
So you've got purified water that's chilled. You've got water to drink for the morning or for the afternoon whenever you're out and about.
And Tony, can you tell us a little bit about H2O BWT's bottle-free zone?
Yes, we're trying to create bottle-free zones throughout the world. BWT is an international company. They've got 9 manufacturing facilities and 11 research and development facilities, and we're creating products that go into the home, into the office, into the factory, into the hotels, where you don't the products will actually manufacture purified water or purify the water and chill it and dispense it in a form that is very, very easy and sustainable.
And you know, in South Africa, and I guess in many parts of the world really, you know, water is the elixir of life, but it's a very limited resource, and it's often not available at the desired quality. So how does H2O BWT work to bring that desired quality water to people, but sustainably?
Well, a lot of people are going off the grid and drilling boreholes.
Yes.
And they're trying to and we assist them to purify that water, whether it's on a farm, a guest lodge, out in the sticks, wherever they are. We can create these bottle-free zones by them using the resource they have without having to transport bottles of water. I mean, some water comes from Fiji, some comes from France, and it's crazy that this water is transported all over the world in plastic bottles because it's a lot cheaper
Yes.
to transport plastic than glass, and we're drinking it, and we're destroying the environment by just purely not thinking about what we're doing. It's crazy. We've got to think about what we're doing, and we've got to use something that's more sustainable.
Yeah, definitely, because we have
Okay.
one planet,
Absolutely.
one planet and one system of ocean. So, how would you like to encourage South Africans to work towards making this a plastic-free Mzansi?
Okay, get yourself a water purifier in your home. If you're a business owner, make sure your staff have access to clean water, either a water fountain in the factory or water purifier and a water dispenser, and try and connect that water dispenser directly to the mains, and then we purify the water between the mains and the water dispenser. So we're creating all these bottle-free zones. Encourage the staff on your premises, if you're a business owner, to use refillable bottles, not plastic bottles. There's some cities that have banned single-use plastics.
Amazing, yeah.
And that's the way the world is going, because we have to look after our resources. I mean, today we just saw how much plastic was on this small stretch of beach. I mean, we're not even talking about 500 meters, and we collected bags and bags of plastic. It's crazy. The
Something
turtles,
has to change.
the ocean is full of plastic. They say that in 20 years' time there's going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish. Now that's a scary thought. You know, so we've got to think about what we're doing, and we've got to change our habits. And we're trying to help improve this world sip by sip. Okay, and that's the slogan. I don't know if you saw Sebastian Vettel launch his new Formula One car, and what's on his helmet? Saving the planet sip by sip. Okay, and that's our message to the world. Let's create these bottle-free zones. And these bottle-free zones do not allow any single-use plastic in that zone, and let's do the environment a favor.
Amazing.
Okay.
And how can people find you online, Tony, to be able to find out how they can get under counter and under counter and on top of the counter water filters, as well as some lovely jugs that they can put their cartridges in? How can they find you?
Okay, if you think about water is H2O.
Yes.
Our website is h2o.co.za. So very easy for you to find. Just Google H2O and our website will pop up. We have a wonderful range of products for virtually every single application, whether it's a borehole, whether it's an office, whether it's a factory, or just for your home, or if you want to go camping as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for chatting to us,
Pleasure,
Tony. It's been
Lauren.
such a wonderful
Yes.
morning out on the beach, and I hope we can do more of these around South Africa in different river areas, and
The next one will be a river cleanup.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
We look forward
Thanks,
to it.
Lauren.
Thank you, Tony.